Good morning and welcome to Wake Up with Rhinebeck Bank. I am here with author Randi Zinn. Thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Going Beyond Mom, her book. If you haven't checked it out or heard about it, it is a must read. I actually just had the chance of getting the book and I can't wait to dive right in. So tell me what your motivation behind writing this book was.
Well, I am a mom, obviously, and when I became a mom 6 years ago, it really struck me how much was missing from a conversational standpoint and a support standpoint about how much we really do change when we become a mom. Not all for the bad, much for the good, but change is a difficult thing for anybody. So where was this discussion? Where was this support? Where were the gatherings? Where was the information and the content to discuss what it means to transform as a woman when you become a mom? We know there's no lacking of content for how to keep your kids entertained or healthy or happy, but what about the woman inside of the mother? And that's what really inspired me to create my brand and my platform, which is called Beyond Mom, and really inspired me to write a book that could be in the hands of women, hopefully all over the world, and would have the support and insight and stories about how to journey this time.
Absolutely. Being a new mom, I have a son who's 2.5 and a son who's 1. And I believe you have a 2-year-old too, right?
I do, and a 6-year-old.
And a 6-year-old. So having these experiences, you do go through so many emotional changes and challenges.
The trouble is that we don't always know the tools to get ourselves back. And in the book, I really take you through these layers of who you are, the things that change, and then how do we re-anchor them. So I talk about the body. You can't avoid that part.
You can't avoid
the body part, and that's really your foundation.
But it's not the only part.
No.
People think it is.
No, it's definitely your mind and your emotions. It's who's in your home. I call it the community inside of your home. Who's supporting you? And that's your partner, that's a babysitter, that's a grandma, that's whoever's walking into your house to help on any level. And how do you harness that to be your most happy, productive self? It can be so productive and so inspiring, but it's if you're giving yourself the right support and utilizing the right tools.
Is it a mental state, or is it something that you think that you can kind of coach yourself through?
I think it depends on the person, because I think we all need support. I'm an open book. I have a coach. I have a therapist. I have people that help me be the person that I imagine myself to be. And I think very often we step into motherhood or being a businesswoman or any of these things, and we think we're supposed to do it all ourselves, and that is an illusion.
I totally agree with that.
So you have to own that you need support, and once you do that, then you say, well, based on who I am, what do I need? We actually feel, most women in our culture now, that we're supposed to be an amazing mom, whatever that means to you, a productive person from a career standpoint. You're supposed to look and feel great, and you're supposed to do it all at the same time.
Exactly.
And that is the part that I have trouble with. And I think what we have to know is when we're stepping into this time that we're actually working against a culture that's impossible to live up to.
I completely agree with that.
So I don't have all the answers, but
none of us do.
None of us do. But my one clarity through all of this and all of these facts about a culture we live in and how challenging it can be to be a woman in this time because of all the pressure is that we have to cultivate tools to go inward. Because when we're always focusing on the external, we are constantly at the whims of what other people tell us it should be, look like, or feel like.
I think you're absolutely right about a culture change. Being here, if you could feel the energy that Randi gives off, you'd be delighted. You're very calming, but very informative and educational, and I think intuitive. You really listen to yourself. That's important.
It's a practice, though.
It is.
I've not always been so good at it, and I work very, very hard to do that because I want that.
The one thing I love most about your website is its layout. It talks about motherhood, food, lifestyle, entrepreneurship, and style. So it encompasses all these things that you mentioned, maybe the expectations of our culture, and how to break them down and really utilize those skills to be the best version of you. So if you haven't checked out Randi's website, please do. Very interesting, especially if you're a new mom. So women out there, if you're looking for ways to combat mommyhood, this is the site for you.
Embrace mommyhood. Combat the challenges.
Combat the challenges, embrace mommyhood, and check out Going Beyond Mom. Thank you so much, Randi Zinn, for coming out.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yes. I'll see you soon.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, and check us out next Monday morning, 8 a.m. right here on wakeuprhinebeck.com. Bye.